You know where the that 3 millimeter double-sided cord? Do we have an extra one of those? Because when I go in by myself, I'm gonna run SB7 session, but I want to use this.
Bluetooth?
I'm gonna shut my Sorry, everybody. I was just fixing my Wi-Fi.
Blue.
Yeah, this one is Bluetooth, but I always use with the SB7, so I'll have to get one of those cords out. What's up, everybody? Right now, Sean is inside the house by himself. We just went in and investigated for... What time did we start investigating?
I have no idea.
We were in there probably a good hour or so. But I think this is going to be one of those cases where just the three of us in there is just too much. So we'll see how we get. This case has got... This is a family being haunted. It's got a lot of possibilities. We're not quite for sure yet on what's going on. The daughter has been talking to a little girl, and then the little girl spirit will often go away and say that he's coming. So there could be a more dominant spirit here as well. There was a cemetery on the back of this property that was moved several years ago up that way somewhere. I think, I forget how distance, maybe a mile or two. And then there's also, when the family was talking about this case on social media or something like that, when they were trying to get help, somebody reached out and said, you know, do you live in this specific area? And they said, yeah, why? And they said there's old folklore in that area about the Hat Man, which I guess is a dark male figure that wears a hat and like a jacket. I don't know a whole lot about the Hat Man, but so we haven't quite figured out what exactly is going on here yet, but it's still early. So hopefully by the end of tonight we'll have... So the family's been bouncing back and forth between here and then hotels. So hopefully we can get this all resolved and they can get back in here and not have to deal with this stuff anymore. They've had a priest in here multiple times blessing the house. And things seem to ramp up a little bit. So yeah, I'm just not 100% sure. It's going to bug me. What is going on here? And that's the weird thing about inside the house is you have like moments, and it only lasts like 10 minutes at a time, where you feel like uneasy, like something's watching you, and then everything will go calm, and then it just feels like a normal house. And you said you were getting those feelings too.
Yeah, I was getting those, and a lot in like my calves. They just felt like they was like shaking. Normally, when a place is like very active, my legs will. It's like my legs get weak. They become like jello. But most of that was like right there in the living room.
Definitely getting a lot of alarm activity inside the house. I ran an EVP session. I think I caught a few EVPs. Um, yeah, so I'm not quite for sure. Supposed to be big storms rolling in tonight, so hopefully we get some storms roll through here and amp up the activity, put some energy in the atmosphere. Everybody enjoy last night's episode. Give a thumbs up. Yeah, we'll definitely have to go back to that house we were at last night, or the house that aired last night. It's just that night was so brutally cold inside that house.
It definitely was cold.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, we did have that one room. We did have heat in it.
I've always thought that. I thought I seen something. I looked up in the rearview mirror. It had been like right in between us. Maybe there's a bug in here.
Mm, I don't know. We can't rewind it to look at it. They can. We can't.
Oh, and we did, before we started the investigation tonight, we set Trigger up and we left him in there with a bunch of alarms and cameras recording. So we have no clue what we may have caught. They do see shadows, doors opening and closing. We did hear some noises during the interview, which is always good when you have activity happen during the interview, I think. That's the key to ghost hunting, patience. You got to have patience. The night is young.
It's like fishing,
It's like,
especially like catfishing.
and I suck at fishing.
You throw your line out there and you just let it sit. Maybe about 2 3 hours, you may get a nibble.
I mean, we've caught some good stuff so far tonight, just not anything that would like definitively say what's causing this haunting. And nothing really started until they moved here. So obviously, it's got to be something with this place. And the parents do have activity happen. They've had a lot more happen lately, but it seemed like it was basically focused towards all the kids in the beginning. You think it's a kid?
I, I don't know. It's been playing with a lot of different alarms, so
We did present all of our alarms as toys, just in case. And see, they said somebody over here was doing, I don't know if they were doing like witchcraft or black magic or something like that. See, typically when you go into a case, especially a family haunting, you have one or two things that you know for sure is causing the haunting. This one, it could be like 5 or 6 different things. And we'll reach out to the family. They have cameras with them at the hotel right now. So we'll reach out to them and see if they're getting any activity as well. What is it?
I was. I hate trying to scroll back on it.
What it's like.
Is there a key in there?
Yeah.
Um,
Next Friday night, we will have a brand new family haunting episode. You guys will really, really, really enjoy this episode. I would say it's definitely, I know 2025 is early, but definitely the top investigation we've done in 2025. It's got a crazy backstory, a lot of I mean, it's some dark stuff, so you guys definitely want to check out Friday night's episode, Family Haunting.
Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you, Margaret, for the donation.
Thank you, LM Hamid.
Appreciate the donations. Last night's episode's doing really good, so appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch it. If you have not watched it yet, just head over and watch last night's episode. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Our goal for 2025 is hit 1 million subscribers.
Can we do it?
Can we do it? I'll get my second tattoo if we hit 1 million subscribers, and Rocky will get his first tattoo.
No.
Why?
I'm already tattooed.
You can get them for 1 million.
Look, I'm already tattooed.
Freckles aren't tattoos.
They're permanent tattoos.
Can you just get a small tattoo?
No.
For 1 million subscribers?
No. I'm tattooed. You can make out whatever you want. Look, just sit there and make out a design.
Okay, so for 1 million subscribers, I'll get a second tattoo. We only need 350,000.
So share. Tattoo. I think Josh should get a tattoo of a fan's name
No.
across his forehead.
I will not get any tattoos of any names.
Wouldn't that be cool?
The only name I ever thought about getting for a tattoo was Duke.
The chat's like flying by.
But my family said that would be creepy.
My tattoos, you can play connect the dots.
We got some.
Maybe we'll do that one day. Play connect the dots.
I'll move the mic so they can't hear me chewing.
That's Josh.
So, what are your guys' thoughts on child spirits? I mean, obviously, I don't think childs are trapped here and stuck here. They go to heaven and stuff. But is it still possible that they can communicate somehow? Or, you know, like some of the cases we've done with.
I mean, the biggest thing is the Bible talks about, heaven being here, but we just can't see it.
But, you know, like with Chasing Evil, when we're working on cases that involve kids, we've had kids come across with very specific information. Like if something happened to them,
I believe they're still here.
and I don't know how to put it, not like they're trapped here or anything.
I think it's like the Panzerotti case.
Yeah.
If you remember that spirit box session where it was talking that it could go to heaven or it's been to hell and heaven, back and forth. Why are these lights?
Try it now.
They stay on.
They will now.
Oh, where's our purple blue lights? We got pretty purple blue lights.
And like that case we just did a couple weeks ago in Michigan, she had, I mean, they treated these spirits inside their house like family members. So they'd spent years, you know, just living with the spirits inside the house. And then it took a darker turn. But she said, you know, they would talk to these spirits for years and have these super intelligent conversations. And the only things they would never answer was anything about heaven and hell or anything like that. So I'm just wondering if it's just, even though a lot of people investigate and there's been a lot of investigations, a lot of evidence, there's just always still so many unanswered questions. And I've often wondered, is maybe you're not meant to know all the answers.
I don't think you'll know until you cross over.
But doing Chasing Evil, I guarantee,
A lot of it.
yeah, I believe that spirits can communicate with you. They don't necessarily have to be sitting. What the freak?
That one all the way up.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bug. That's a skeeter. There. Now it should stay on. There's a skeeter in here with us. It's trying to suck our blood.
Did you read the comments and see what they thought about? Let me see that.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe every child's soul goes to heaven. That's not the debate. The debate is, are they still able to communicate with you? Does that make sense? Like, I don't feel like a spirit has to be standing right next to you to communicate with you.
I think my biggest thing is once you go over there, you know, are you still a child? You know what I'm saying? Or are you just like every other spirit that's on the other side?
Yeah. I mean, I think your soul is your soul. Maybe
Well,
everybody's
that's what I'm
soul's
saying.
maybe everybody's soul's the
That's
same age. It's just your body eventually shuts down and
that's what I'm saying because your soul went into the your body at birth, but it's the same soul that was over there
mm-hmm.
in the beginning.
Deborah says it could also be demons acting like children. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
I mean, I got the thing all the way freaking up. It shouldn't be off at all.
what's doing that? Shouldn't shut off.
Yeah, to me, it's amazing that something can be studied because you think they were studying the paranormal. I mean, it goes back, I don't even know how far back the paranormal goes. I had seen something where, like, there was stuff found, like the Mayans, they believed in spirits and the paranormal and the Egyptians. And so, I mean, the paranormal has been around for thousands of years. So it's not like it just started.
Yeah, I was watching a thing last night. I thought it was actually really interesting. I don't remember what the show was, but they was talking about the government actually ended up opening a porthole to like another dimension, and basically they seen into this other dimension and everything.
Put this in all messages.
So I mean, if the government's interested in it, you know, the other side and everything like that, I mean, that tells you something.
Yeah. What about reincarnation? Yeah, what if it's the same souls that are? What's the Bible say about reincarnation?
Not,
I have to be honest, that's not. Typically, if I get a question about like the Bible and stuff, I go research it. I don't think I've ever researched reincarnation. Somebody in chat, let me know.
Imagine somebody in there would know.
Huh?
I said, imagine somebody in the chat would know.
Witchy lady says, I totally believe in reincarnation.
Good vibes. Believes.
I'm paying attention. Yep, that was a question. Phantom Shade says, I think the Bible doesn't believe in reincarnation. To the Catholic Church, you get one chance at life.
What's wrong with something?
I'm gonna have to research that.
What did I say?
I don't think the Bible believes in I don't think it talks about
I don't
reincarnation.
think it does.
Because it's like once you're dead, you're dead. You go heaven, you go to hell. But I believe there's.
I mean, could you be sent back? You know what I'm saying?
But think about all the people that's died and come back. Like they went to heaven, and you know, God says, it's not, or Jesus says, it's not your time, and then they come back, and these are people that's like clinically dead, and pretty much all of them tell the same story about either going to heaven or going to hell. I was watching a guy on YouTube that died, and he went to hell, and then for whatever reason he was sent back. Um, but then you always think, are those
What did they say about the New Testament?
the New Testament, like the Old Testament, presents a view of life as a single existence followed by judgment and eternal state.
So, in other words, then. So, in other words, until then, the Bible is saying that until you get judged, then you don't come back. Is that what they're saying with the New Testament?
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you believe in angels and guardian angels, and you believe in God and you believe in Satan, you have to believe in the demonic side of it as well. You know, and it's not like ghost hunters are the only ones out there fighting demons and dark energy and stuff like that. A lot of churches.
Well, I mean, everybody deals with something.
I mean, exorcisms and hauntings have been around since the beginning of time. So, well, with man.
Oh, it was even in the very beginning when the devil was exiled or whatever you want to say.
I definitely know more about the New Testament than the Old Testament. To me, the Old Testament was just so hard to follow. There were a few people that were easier to follow, like Moses and Noah and all them, but I think the New Testament relates more to
Matthew
mankind.
chapter 7 and 12. Did it say chapter? What did it say? Matthew.
Don't know. light's going to shut off again.
Hopefully Sean's still okay.
I've watched
He's
The
been in
Chosen
there
for.
I think we done forgot about Sean. He's still in there.
Sean's been in there about an hour.
I know. Hopefully he's getting some good stuff and figuring out something.
Yeah, we're doing an investigation. Sean's in there by himself right now. We thought we'd come on here and say hello to everybody.
We just remembered about Sean.
Vicky, thank you so much.
Thank you, Vicky.
Hello, mods. I'm trying to read the chat too.
What's the thing? Chat like scrolls by and then you can't scroll all the way back to you can scroll back to so far, but you can't go back to like if you just want to go back and see stuff. Hello, Randy. Hello, Shelly. Hello, Lee. Hello, Ann.
Yeah, we're not getting any rain up here in this where we're at right now.
Hello, Emma. Hello, Fish. Hello, Chris.
Yeah, Pam, I'm not for sure about deja vu. I know I've experienced that. I think most people have experienced deja vu at some point in time.
It's like the craziest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I always wonder if that's like when you experience like deja vu. Since we worked with them, oh, what's in that lady from Florida? That didn't we?
Remote viewers.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's kind of like tapping into, that, but you just don't know it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Soon as,
actually, something real.
soon as they mention the rain, it starts raining here. How's that for deja vu?
Lights out, lights on.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
It's one of the greatest songs in the world.
Yeah, so here shortly we're gonna head in and swap out, and I'll probably go in and replace Sean, and then Rocky will go in, and we'll see what we can document. And somebody says, why does Rocky often connect more with the spirit world?
It's probably because I died.
You died.
Yeah.
When did you die?
I don't know.
We've all came close to dying.
No. I was just thinking maybe it's because of close to death experiences. Maybe a few times.
But yeah, I'll go live sometime next week, but we'll have a brand new family haunting episode coming out Friday night. You guys will really, really enjoy this one. Like I said, it's got a crazy ass backstory. Really, a lot of amazing activity from start to beginning. So you guys will definitely, obviously, you hate to see anybody go through stuff like that, but it's a pretty solid case.
Joking. I think for back to that, about the spirits. I think they connect with certain people,
Mm-hmm.
certain spirits. Maybe it's the energy that we all give off. Because like some cases, they'll sit there and talk to you all night long. Then they won't talk to me or Sean. And then sometimes it's Sean.
Yeah.
I mean, like in here, they were just sitting there talking to you over and over at the beginning of the investigation. Then
Mm-hmm.
we went to Sean, then they stopped. Then when you spoke, then they started communicating with you. So,
Okay, everybody. So we're going to jump off here and get back to filming and investigating. And everybody have a good rest of your Saturday and Sunday. And we'll talk to you at some point next week because it's getting as annoying as hell as this light keeps shutting off. But yeah, if you haven't yet, go check out the new episode, drop a comment, and we'll see you guys sometime. But yeah, we're going to go in and check on Sean, see how he's doing, probably switch out all the batteries. Everybody have a safe night. Be safe with all these storms rolling through. Thank you guys for the support. Much love, Team Nightmare.
share, share, share. And thank you guys so much for everything you guys do for us all. And thanks for the prayers for the families and us. We appreciate that
Team
very
Nightmare
much.
is the best.
Yes.
Everybody, see ya. Be safe.
Bye.